Welcome to another episode of Saint Vincent Untold Stories. Everyone must have heard that they are saying that if you come on the road in a larger crowd, you would need a permission first. So you have to apply like 2 days before. So it seems like the rules only apply when they are not with the big man's team. And also the Rastafarian brothers in St. Vincent call on the big man to step down. We are going to look at those chilling untold stories. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon. You see this episode? It is a life-changing one. So, as you know by now, after every time the big man's team win, Friday and his team had been taken to the streets, but no one was really coming out like that. At first, when the big man just win, they had a crowd, but the crowd boiled down to only a few people. And you know, as a big man's team did not have a problem with that. They thought that the crowd was too small and it was not effective enough. And remember, they have certain sites that only show certain things. So the people are blocked from outside from seeing what is really going on. Remember, on their radio stations and their media platforms, they only show you the pretty side, but they don't show you where extreme poverty is in the ghetto. They will take a lot of pictures of the AIA airport and publish it on the media. But they want to go up to the geothermal project site and say failure. You have eyes and you have ears, and you should know by now that there are people that you can't trust again. Because you have seen the lies that the big man and his team has told. And there are people that would defend him right down. And some of those people would be sitting next to you in the same congregation watch a time. You heard the Rastas say that they came out with the big man in 2000 because he appealed to them to join him. And you see now, karma is returning to the big man. Mr. Friday, the Rasta men said that they don't trust you either. Because of what the big man did to them. So they feel that the cycle would return again. You know, back in the days when people made promises and they would kiss the ground and say on this life and that life. So they want to assure you that you cannot trust them. So what the men are asking now Friday? If you would be willing to sign a document to make sure that you are held to your word. Remember you say that you are going to reverse the bill. It's the great Bob Marley who said, you can fool some of the people some of the times, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And that is where the big man went into problems. Because remember, some of the people who came out on the line were his supporters. And they are coming out now because they are fed up of the lies and the tricks. So it seems like, Mr. Friday, you have to get a lawyer and sign a document. And then the people would come out and call out the big man. Then everyone would have to go back to the polls. Mr. Friday, Mr. Sabuto, which one ever gets in? I am telling you this. Don't you go in there and do like the big man and make promises that you can't keep. Very soon we are going to stop talking about the big man. Because the people from the red zone would be returning home and we already warned them and some did not listen. So when you find yourself in a problem, then you have to dial the big man's number. Call him and tell him that the foundation is cracked. By that time, it might be too late. You might get excuse saying that the money is finished. You see, the big man and his team has been using reverse psychology on you. He's waiting until you go back home to do work on your property. So when they come there, they would say nothing in the food. We can use this money to do something else. And you are catching your royal. If you notice, the distribution of food stuff from most of the foreigners has already stopped. And it will stop completely. What would be your next move? The farmers from Sandy Bay and surrounding areas, it will take a time for you guys to clear your farm. So you are going to stay hungry in the red zone every day? I'm trying to understand something. The persons that ran out in the motorcade in support of the big man. What are you trying to prove? I told you before, the volcano relief monies does not belong to the big man. So I don't see why you have to do that for what's rightfully yours. Do not make history repeat itself again. You have a brain on your shoulder. Be an independent thinker. Some are already celebrating. Yes, come back to the red zone. Remember I told you that they know what they are getting and they know what they got already. Go on social media and see those who are hurried to go back in the community. See if they are not die-hard supporters of the big man. Suffering erupted so long ago. And there are two ladies in the shelters that asked to get 2 matches, and up to this day, nothing. So what do you expect when you go back? You expect better? The monies should have been handed over while you are in the shelters. And the distribution of materials should have go like this. You go up to your house, well, they transport you to your house, they do the assessment, and then you sign off a paper, and whether you want to buy your materials, probably by Bronx, Couriers, or which one of them, then you buy your material there. Don't go back there and let them buy the material for you. You saw what happened in the floods. Some got and some did not get. You need to join up with other unions as well. All the people from the Garifuna community that was pressurized the last time. If you notice that the citizens of every country have their own issues dealing with right now. So you might not ever see that type of money again being given to St. Vincent to help the people. So this is it. There is an old Jamaican saying that says that the humblest calf drink the most milk. But sometimes if you don't lash out, you get no milk at all. What you guys from OTR need to do is to call a meeting and have one of the news sites like SVG TV, which is the National Broadcasting News. They are recording for you so that the world can know what is going on. So those who did not get in the floods can tell the world why they did not get. And those who choose to stay silent and are sent back, you would have to have the big man's number on a speed dial because you had the opportunity to defend your rights. It is said that the opal is worse than the thief. Some might say, untold stories, we don't like the way you are doing things, you know. But let me tell you something. When you take a stance against injustice, against theft, and you speak out for accountability, you speak out against unemployment, you speak out against extreme poverty, there are those who like what is going on, and they don't want the world to know, so they will try to silence you. But right now, it's not untold stories alone. The unions are coming forward. The Rastafarians, all over the world, everybody is rising up and now. Enough monies came in to help out the entire population of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are just over 100 and something thousand people. So don't tell me that everybody can't get something. Don't worry, let them run around. Let them spin tapping mud with the volcano relief monies. You see, when they use up that monies and they lose, we are going to sell all their properties. They would be left with nothing. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in the St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the regional islands, and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us. Mr. Big Man, when you was in the motorcade, waving up and jumping up and down, you didn't know that you was in pain. I'm out.